Well, welcome to Verns Sea Fishing. We're at the River Humber today. It's the 25th of May. Yeah, we're back at the River Humber, but it's the closest place, and I'm meeting up with a subscriber today, Lee, the common friend. So yeah, he asked me if I'd come fishing, and I said yes. We're going to meet up there, but there will be social distancing. Tide is at 8 o'clock, just gone, 11 minutes past 8 I believe, and it is now 6:40. Here's the tide. Quick look around. So let's hope we don't get snagged up. Let's hope we catch a fish. I shall stick this down there now and well, let's just check that's filming, Tom. Anyhow, Tom, good morning. It's pretty early in the morning. I expect 6:58. So I expect you won't be up for a while yet, but I'll say good morning to you, or good afternoon. Anyhow, back to the video. Yeah, fishing the same 2 rods again. I haven't been able to repair my other Shakespeare rod yet because I can't get hold of the thread. I need D grade Fuji silver metallic thread, and I've got Hawk A grade, and I can't get hold of Veals. I've been on the internet, I can't find any other bait tackle shop that sells it, so I just have to keep ringing. I've only got one phone line because of this COVID, so they're pretty busy. Anyhow, I've got me Shakespeare Agility and I've got me Leader Icon 120 fixed bill, coupled up with the 2 Surfmaster 850s. New line. I've put new line on this because this snapped in my last video, if you remember, and this one's still got the old line on. And I've put new line on various reels that I've got because it was all feeling a bit nicked and rough and knackered, so I've redone it. I'm going to have to go and get my hat out of the van, put some suntan oil on. I think it's going to be one of the hottest areas in the country today at Hull, which is over there, so it might be a little bit cooler here, but I doubt it. So yeah, I've got all my stuff here. There is water, got up to air down there, so I might be moving up to air, and at a rush I might be jumping over the wall. So I'm going to put all the stuff that I don't need up there now, and just have what I need down there. So yeah, it's at the river again. I am trying different places on the river. I don't want it to get Bay 28 all the time and boring. Tried East Halton in the last video, and the funny thing about that is that I blanked, and the person to the right of me, he had 6 flounders, and the person to the left of me that you saw in the video, he had 5 flounders. And when I said to him, well, I caught a diddly squat, they asked me what bait I used. I said black lug and squid, and they said straight away, well, you should have caught on that. I think I've got the bit of the Juners, haven't I, with fishing. Seem to have a bit of bad luck, but hopefully today I'm going to have some good fishing, going to catch some fish and bring you a video with some fish in it. But if we don't, then we've got a nice sunny day, it's good weather, beautiful skies. Like I said to you earlier on, there's some chaps coming down that I'm going to be fishing with, so there'll be some interaction there. And I've got to learn to speak in front of this camera in front of other people that are very close to me, so that'll be a new learning curve. So anyhow, I've cast out the blue rod short. It's only about 20 yards, 25 yards out, and that's holding bottom. The other one I casted out 55 yards, and that's swung right round now, so need to be careful when I'm fishing when I've got some people beside me, don't I? I hope I'm further enough up for them, so there's plenty of room down there for them. But yeah, a lovely day. It's Bank Holiday Monday. Right, well that's it for now. That's the introduction. You know where I am, you know what I'm doing. I'm fishing. Wish me luck. Well, it'll be too late then, won't it, because this will be over. Anyhow, I'll be back in a bit. Well, time is 7:33. Lee's turned up. He's now setting his gear up fishing. Gonna practice 2 metre distancing. But absolutely glorious today. Now both rods are holding bottom. I've got 8 ounce weight on, 2 hook flappers. Size 2.0 I think hooks, but they're really 3.0, but they're a small 3.0. No, actually they're 1.0 hooks I've got on there. They're 1.0 hooks. So only fishing small hooks. I like a size 1 really, I think. Baited up with oiled black lug, tipped off with squid. I've just reeled 1 rod in and the top bait had disappeared, so obviously the crabs are still out there. Yeah, right. So the tide's coming in. I don't think I'll get wet feet. Don't really want to get wet. I got the hat on again because it's sunny. I'm going to get sunburnt. So I've got 3/4 of an hour before 40 minutes, something like that, before high tide. And no action on the rods yet. But we can fish this mark down low, so I have to wear this hat because obviously it's sunny and I'm fair skin. Used to be ginger. Used to be carrot ginger, in fact, but you know, with old age, 52, grey hair. Well, ginger, auburn, grey. But I still get burnt by the sun. So I have to wear this hat. I bought this hat probably 22 years ago, or maybe 20 years ago, something like that. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, used to wear it walking a lot up in the Lake District when I used to do a lot of walking. Now I use it for fishing, or whenever it's sunny. So I just had a tug on that left hand on the right hand rod, the blue rod, Shakespeare rod. It was only one tug. I expect there's some crabs out there because nothing else has happened since. It's exactly the same sort of boat as what I had at East Holton. When I reeled in the rod on the left, the icon rod, the bait was missing off that, off the top hook. So I guess there's quite a few crabs out there. Well, it's high tide now, so just gone high tide, so I'm not reeling that in. I've now baited that up with black lug and razor clam. See what happens with that. I've casted that out. It's 8:32. High tide was at 8:17, I think, and it's a 6.84 metre tide today. Look at it, absolutely beautiful day. That's Lee down there. We're keeping 2 metres distance. We're being good lads. But yeah, so I've now baited up with black lug and razor clam. We'll see what we get on that. I don't know that I've ever caught on razor clam, and people say to me it's crap bait, but it's so cheap in the supermarkets. You know, people sell it as bait to catch fish on, don't they? And freeze it in packs, charge you a fortune. Let's catch something on it. Species today, might get an eel. Lee has caught an eel there a couple of weeks ago, so might get an eel. Be interesting. But main species today will be flounder. Anything else will be a bonus. Never know, might get rockland. I don't think we'll get a dogfish though. But there, that's all I've got to report. Nothing else to report. I'm gonna demob, and I'll be back in a bit. Hopefully when there's a great big fish on that hook, and something for me to get excited about. So I'll see you in a bit. No, Lee ain't got anything either. Right, gonna bait this rig up now that I brought back in. I haven't had any fish yet. And I've had black lug and squid on. I've had black lug and squid. I've had black lug and razor clam. This is black lug and razor clam. So we'll get this on with all the sand in it. That's where I put it in my finger. Well, that's close. Let Eric come. That's that. And this one here is heron and squid. It's just something different to try. It's gone high tide now, so we've just got to try everything really. Right, let's put a bit of whipping on that. That one's absolutely solid. It's alright, it's a 2-hook flapper. It's a clip down 2-hook flapper. So I've got a pulled it out of there. Look. I've got a 8-ounce weight. I've got a breakaway imp on there. Bottom snood is on a SRT spring with a breakaway cascade clip. That's the first one. And then the second flapper hooks on to the cascade swivel like that, and that's on an SRT spring as well. So there, that's it. Them springs take up some of the pull so that your snoods don't get stretched, and that's it. So we've got heron and squid at the bottom, and we've got black lug and razor clam at the top. Let's hope it don't catch on this, because that's the only bit of heron I've got, I think. Be sod's law that I'll start catching on fish. So, still nothing. Got a bait hanging up now on the tripod. I shouldn't have to do really, because the bait gets cooked and that, and it's not the best. I've casted out probably 80 yards on the black rod, on my leader rod, and it's whipped right round straight away. I've only got a 6-ounce weight on. I missed time my cast. I didn't cast to the left, so it swung to the right, and now there's a chance that my lines might get twisted with each other, but I doubt it. I'm too good for that. Normally when I'm at the Humber, I normally catch as the tide's going down, so I am hoping that we'll catch as the tide goes down now. I'm going to have to put my boots on shortly, because the water's going down and soon it'll be showing seaweed, and it gets a bit slippery underfoot. It's Lee down there concentrating on his rods. Let's hope I don't jinx it and he don't catch anything. Well, there's nothing yet. He's casting out about 12 yard. My rod's not holding bottom on the blue rod, but those last 2 casts I reeled in, I'd cast out quite a long way, and it had dragged it all the way round to the right. Someone walking down here now with a carrier bag. Anyhow, I cast down, it went all the way round to the right, and I got loads of May rot on it, so I've been picking that off, and I haven't cast out so far this time. The first cast I ballsed it up, only went out about 12 yard. Next cast went out about 30-35 yard. So we'll see what happened. It's a nice day. I'm going to get sunburnt. I'll put some more suntan oil on. Why would someone climb over the bloody wall from the roadside to walk along here? I mean, me and Lee are social distancing by at least 3 metres. Now, he's now climbing back up. What was all that in aid of? Mind just people running across the road. He might have climbed down to avoid them. Perhaps he's very conscientious about being 2 metres apart. Top jaw trim. Right, I think I'm getting covered in ants here. I'm gonna switch you back on when there's something exciting happening, because I can feel that there's going to be a great big tuna coming down that river in a minute, and I'm going to catch that tuna on a 1/0 hook baited with black lug and squid. I doubt if I'll even get a whiting, and it's not even whiting season. Right, there's got to be some fish out there, isn't there? So let's hope we get one. Keep your fingers crossed. I've had another 3 or 4 casts. I'm back to black lug and squid again. Tide has gone down to the rocks, you can see. I just cast the black rod out and just reeled it in. And I reeled it in because it only went out short. I balls to cast up really, but it was out short where there's fish. And I thought I'd better reel it in before it gets too shallow. And I must have only been about 8 or 10 yards the other side of them rocks, maybe even 5 yards. No fish yet. Lee's caught a fish. He's caught a snotty eel, bootlace eel, whatever you want to call them. At least he ain't blanked, or at least I haven't jinxed him. 10:48. There's 2 hours 20 minutes after high tide. Thought I'd have had something by now. Thought I might have caught something. I've got brand new hooks on my rigs. I retied my rigs, replaced the hooks. Rigs are okay, but the hooks were going rusty, so I've replaced them. Got a good bait on. You can only think that I'll catch something shortly. You've got to keep your fingers crossed, don't you? At least it's a nice day to be out. Right, well, going to try run ledger rig. Doesn't seem snaggy out there, so I'm going to try and run a running ledger. Might put a boom on it as well. Get the old put the sharpen. Well, I put a running ledger on there. So we've got a running ledger on there with a free hook at the bottom. And up there I've got a boom onto a size 1 hook, I think. We'll see what happens with that. Well, I've just pressed record on this again, and it didn't start recording. I obviously thought I'd set it all, turned it on, set it up for the shot, and then didn't press the on button. My reel, this buggered. I've just put new bloody line on that and everything. That's my original reel. This is why they're crap. People always go on about how good pen are. Now, pen reels now are good, but they didn't used to be, I don't think. Those reels never got much of a good review, but I always used to use it because it was my reel and I looked after it and it was okay. Still is okay. If I can fix this, I'll fix this and carry on using it. But that's a job for so I'll need to get my other reel out now and see what I can do. So still got one rod out, still no fish. Hopefully I'll get a fish, you know, you've got to have hope, because that's all there is. Lee, who I'm fishing with down there, who's now searching the rocks for crabs, I reckon, or for weights. he's caught an eel. I've already said that, but he's caught an eel. I haven't caught anything. We're only like 20 yards, 25 yards away. Whether the fish are there, isn't it? That's all it is. But let's hope that a fish comes in front of me and I start catching. So I'm going to have to take this reel. I've got all May rot on the line. I'm going to chop it. There's a brand new leader on as well. I'm going to cut that off and save the leader and if I had a bite then, and change reels over, and then we'll get that rod out again, bait up, cast out. We'll be up to 2 rods again, 2 chances of catching a fish. We want a big fish, any bloody fish will do, even a stickleback, but I don't think I'll get one of them in there, but I don't think I'll get a fish in there, to be honest. So let's get this reel done. The threads on there are okay, so it must be in this. I shall take this apart when I get home. If I can fix it, I'll fix it. If I can't, I can't, you know. If I can't, I'll keep an eye out for a another reel on eBay. But yeah, it's a shame. It's obviously there you go. That's life. That's life, isn't it? Well, yeah, I've still got my silly bonnet on. It stopped me from getting sunburn. But oh dear, what a day. Tide's gone out now, look, as you can see. I'll take you down closer and have a look in a minute. But issues are, wind's picked up, which is nice as it's breezy and cool. But I've had to put my fleece on, my hoodie. Still no fish. Lee's not blank, he's still only caught the eel. But he's caught a fish, can't take that from him. You know about my reel? It's been a lot of fishing in this thing, nothing's really gone wrong. And the reel parted company with the tensioner for the drag, you know, the dewy up bit on the drag. So I've swapped reels. I've pulled out something that might give me a chance when the tide started coming in a bit more. I might chuck it out next, I don't know. But I've been keeping all my old bait. I've been taking all my old bait off my hooks, and I'll show you where I've put it. But it's I'll tell you what it is. It's the chum rig that I copied off Hey Skipper. Hey Skipper's an American fishing channel. Catches no end of fish. He's always trying different things, old gear, new gear, fancy stuff bought from China, all sorts of stuff. It's a good channel and he's always catching fish. So I tried that. I made that, I think, in the first week of lockdown or something, I can't remember now. But I've just reeled my Shakespeare rod in, and due to the tide going out, I yanked it and I thought I'd got it up, but it got caught in the carpet that's down below, that in the sea defence. So I clambered down gingerly and retrieved my gear, and at the same time found a lead weight and some terminal tackle. But I should just look at the terminal. It's that new fancy stuff, but I'm not keen on it. So yeah, got another weight anyhow. Bit of a ropey weight. So breakaway weight, but the plastic bit that knocks your hook off's missing. So I should just melt that down and make some new weights. But yeah, ain't caught nothing. Absolute cracking day. I keep putting suntan oil on, but there. Right, so that's it at the minute. Tide's gone right out. So 1.3 metre tide this morning, in a bit. In about half an hour, be a 1.3 metre tide at low water, and it's just this is where I got caught up down here. You see this muddy stuff with the green stuff on? That's carpet. Yeah, and found another weight. So anyhow, I ain't got any stones to throw. I've gone past the stone throwing stage. I've gone past, and I've done and gone past the let's see if we can find any lead weights. So I've done that. Just have to wait and see, won't we? There's got to be a fish out there somewhere, for God's sake. He's reeling in, look. He was there in shorts and a t-shirt this morning, but now it's a bit chilly. He's had to cover himself up and keep warm, but he's now reeling in over the mud. He ain't got nothing. Well, the tide's coming in again now, so we'll soon be at the rocks. Going to try. This is Hey Skipper's chum rig. Oh dear, this is Hey Skipper's chum rig. There's just a weight and a clip. I've made this. There's a vessel in there. It's full of sardines and squid and black lug, and it's just on a small short rig, and then I've put a French boom on it. I'm only going to try and catch flounder with it, and we'll see if it see what happened. Old Hey Skipper, if you go to his channel, you'll see that he made this rig. I guess it's his rig. I don't know whether he saw it somewhere else, but I watch Hey Skippers and I figured I'd make it myself. Like I say, I think I've said it already, but I made this within the first few days of lockdown. Well, it might get uploaded before you see this video. I hope it do. I'll have to have a word with Tom. And then we'll put a bait on there. I'm going to cast that chum rig out as soon as this water's in over the rocks. I'll just show you. As soon as the water's in over the rocks, I'm going to cast that chum rig out. I don't want to lose it. It's the only medicine. All it is a medicine bottle. But like I say, go see the other video. You'd have probably seen it by the time this came out. Sorry about the wind. See, it's coming in. All the mud's gone. Just need it to come in down there. Once the water's down to these rocks here, and there's a covering of water, then obviously my weight can float into there, and then my rod will pick the weight up so it don't get snagged. My mouth is dry. I haven't drunk much water. Sure I will do. I have to drink a few pints of water tonight when I get home. I want to drink lager though. So, yeah, beautiful day. It's got a little breezy, but it's nice. Better put my hat on. I reckon I'm getting sunburnt. I've had that hat off for probably an hour now. That's it, I'm sunburnt now, aren't I? All that protection I did today. So yeah, I know I might look dopey in the hat, but I reckon I look dopey without the hat. So broad as it is long, isn't it? Yeah, no fish. Lee's had another good bite, and he had a had a fish on it. You could see the underside of its belly; it was all white, and then it come off. So whether it was a flat fish, and same scenario as what I had down at Bay 28, probably just got hold of the bait and didn't get hooked, and it wouldn't let go of the food. But yeah, he's had a good bite on there. So that's 2 fish really, but only 1 brought in. And me, I ain't caught anything. But then there's nothing new there, is there? I have me moments, I do catch sometimes. Hey, it'll make it more interesting, won't it? Does he catch in this video? You could guess the time that I would catch a fish, couldn't you? I'm supposed to be going fishing tomorrow, but I don't know if I am. If I caught a fish today, that would give me a bit of enthusiasm to go out fishing tomorrow. But if you blank today and then I go out tomorrow and blank again, that's quite harsh. But for the rest of the week after tomorrow, it's all south-southeasterly and easterly winds, and our coast fishing an easterly wind ain't no good for you. So it's right in your face. But tomorrow, even though it's south-southeast going to southeast to east, even though that's the case, the miles per hour of the wind's only like 6 to 9 miles per hour. Today it's 20, I think, around there anyhow. So it won't be so breezy, so hopefully it'll be alright. Good temperatures tomorrow, it's not cold. It'll not be like Trunch Lane video where bloody nightmare that was. So if I go fishing tomorrow, tide is at night time. Another long day, not much sleep, up for work in the morning. Knackered the rest of the day, that's the only problem. Got some jobs to do this week though. So if I go fishing Monday, I'll probably be working the rest of the week. Right, let's get back to this fishing, shall we? Tide is coming in. Trying to get this done quickly because the COVID meetings on. Yeah, so that's both rods out again. Probably about 70-75 yards. That cast. Slacken the drag off. That's the drag slackened off. Yeah, so I've got the Chinese reel. Yeah, got the Chinese reel on because the Penn Surfmaster's buggered. But there, it'll either be repaired or I'll just have to keep an eye out on eBay for a spare part for it. So got a bit of bladderwrack up my beach rod at the top, look. You can see it wangling about. Lee's down there near the yellow cross, look. Yeah, he's keeping an eye on his rods. He's done well. He's had 2 fish really. One landed, one not, but he's had 2 fish. And I've had nothing, but that's the way it is, isn't it? If I was down there and Lee was up there, Lee'd probably catch him up there. I've got new hooks on, new sharp hooks, fresh bait, black lugs, squid. That's what's catching. So tide's coming in now. It'll soon be over these rocks at the bottom where you get snagged up, and then once it's past there I can start fishing 100% again, because I've been leaving the rods out a little bit longer than what I should do, because it's a long way down there to untangle your gear when you get snagged up. So we'll see how it goes. I think the best thing we'll do is catch a fish. Can you see all this? Can you see that misty? From that, look. Not good for you, is it? Anyhow, I shall be. I'll give you one look around. Meow. There you go. We'll be back in a bit. Bit tired now, but had a bit of a doze. Reeled my blue Shakespeare rod in and had to walk all the way down there, probably 50 yards. Snapped that off, it had got snagged up. I did cast it out a lot further, so I don't know. But there, it's gone now, so I've retied another leader on and we're fishing again. I'm now about to reel it in again, just to make sure it isn't snagged again. Check the bait and cast out again. Not casting out very far now. Neither's Lee. Lee's only casting out short. Neither has had any more, well, Lee hasn't had any more action, and I haven't had any action. So, but then who'd get any action in a hat like this, eh? Let's reel this in, see what we've got. I'm not pre-tying any rigs because it's so warm, and by the time you reel in after 20 minutes, 15 minutes, the bait's going all manky, it's cooking. So I'm just baiting up as I reel it in. Well, he's reeling in. Let me show you. No, he's got no fish. Right, well, black lug and squid again, and it's casted out, and we're after a fish, and we're going to get a fish at some point. Cast out a little bit further on that one, and I wish I hadn't. But it's where it is. It's where it's gonna have to be, isn't it? So, yeah, starting to swing round already. That's not going to be out very long. It's just a waste of time. But tide is coming in. Them ships haven't moved all day. Must be bank holiday for them as well. Whereas the DFDS, they're moving. Seagulls out there, look. That's where we should be fishing, where them seagulls are. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Sun might be in your eyes there, mightn't it? Oh dear. Another boat going out. See that tower at Grimsby quite well as well from here, look. In this sunlight. So, get me hat off there, stink of fish. Matter of fact, I ought to get another hat, don't I? Because it's going to start stinking of fish. So, anyhow, that's that one out. I've got another hat. I've got the same hat, but it's greener because obviously it's new. So we fishing 2 rods again. Brand new bait, lugworm and squid. Don't know what else to say really. It's been hard work, it's been horse work, it's been all sorts of work. Be nice to catch a fish. Oh, back is starting to ache now. I felt good today. No, not the normal aches and pains I normally have. I haven't had them today. The only thing I did yesterday different was drink lots of water. So probably got nothing to do with it, but I shall try it again tomorrow, I think, and see if I can have another day without any aches and pains. Just keep watching these rods, but yeah, it's been a great day today. It's been beautiful weather. There's a period where it went overcast a bit and cloudy, and the wind picked up and it got cold. But Lee's back in his shorts and t-shirt again now, and I've took the hoodie off. So yes, nice. The only thing it's lacking is fish. I'll get a fish. Gotta get a fish. The only thing is that I might be going fishing tomorrow, and if I don't catch a fish today, that's going to put a lot of pressure on me to catch fish tomorrow. But what you catch is what you catch, don't you? If I go there and don't catch anything, I've still been there, haven't I? Enjoyed the environment, the day out, and everything else. Probably learnt some more stuff about fishing as well, because you always learn. I learnt some stuff today. So every time you come fishing, you learn something. Even if it's you cock up, do something wrong, you then hopefully don't do that again. But yeah, hopefully going fishing tomorrow to Sutton-on-Sea. I'll know whether I'm going for definite when I come home from work tomorrow morning. But I may, if the weather isn't right or there's something wrong and I don't feel right, I might go to East Halton again, because, you know, I'm not going to let that beat me. I went to East Halton, they caught 6 one side of me, 5 flounders the other side of me, and I caught nothing. That's not on. That's not fair. So that needs to be readdressed. So it's going to be one or the other. And then if I go to East Halton, I'll then have a few days off. Sort my gear out. And I've got a bite. Don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't care what I catch, Lee. Bloody seal. Well, I had a bite there. Seriously, I had a bite. I had 2 big bites. But what happened is, whatever bit it, I have my squid so it's tailing off. So it's hooked on. When I tip it with squid, I have it so it's dangling, like you do with worms, and as an attractor. And on the top hook, that was the bloody seal there. Look, can you see that there? Focus into that, Tom. See that? Focus in there, mate. There's a bloody seal in front of me. So yeah, so I leave a bit of squid to dangle as an attractor, and that was bitten straight off, and it must have been about 2 inch long. So I just cut up the mantle of the squid and just hooked it on twice. Well, it weren't ripped off the hook, it was bitten off. So I've had a bite. And sorry for getting a bit excited, but there hasn't been much to get excited about today. So I'll bring you back in a bit. I've just had another rattle on this fishing rod. I'm going to leave this rod now and see if I get another rattle. Is that what it was, weed? So you can see Lee's only chucking out 15 yards. Is that your last cast? It's been a glorious day. Another boat going out. But where are the fishies? We've had sail patrolling up and down the water, but I have had some bites. But I might not have let it develop enough. But they were two absolutely huge rattles on the rod. Can't believe I didn't hook it. You can see where the water's come up. We had a little bit of excitement with the water coming up. The tide is still coming in though. I thought it was the tide going out, but we've got another 4 minutes till high tide. So in about 14 minutes we'll get a load of waves crashing along here and the tide will change. Well, I'm pointing right at the boat and I can't see it in the screen on the camera. I might be able to just... No, I can't see it. Very good camera, but obviously you can't focus in on things a long way away. Those rods are motionless. No. I think I had my bit of excitement when with them couple of rattles on me Shakespeare rod. That's probably been it for me today. I had a bite this morning, but I think that was a crab. It was just a one knocked down like that, as though like a crab pulling and picking something off your hook. So there you go. Well, I shall strike the camera up again if I get a bite, or when I reel the rods in probably. But seal's down there still. But I'd like to thank all my subscribers and everyone that comments to my videos. You are what make the channel, really, to be honest. I do all the hard work with Tom, who sits by his computer putting all this dribble together to make something out of it, which I appreciate hugely. But yeah, thanks to all the subscribers, thanks to all you that comment, gives me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All I ask is if you could ring that bell for notification and click all, and please share my videos. That's the thing. I think just share my videos everywhere, because there might be 10 people that don't like the video, but there'll be quite a few people that will like the video and will possibly subscribe. So help me out and please share my videos around. That'll be great. So I shall bring you back for when I reel in my rods for the last time, because there may be a fish on it. You know what I'm like, tend to catch on the last reeling. I think Lee's going after he's cast these rods out, but I think I don't know whether to stay for another half hour. But then I never caught on the tide going down either, did I? Anyhow, cheers to all of you that subscribe, comment and do everything to support this channel. Thanks a lot, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to Tom, because he does a lot of hard work, like I say, sorting all my dribble out. So thanks a lot, and I'll be back in a bit when I reel these rods in. That's the tide changing that. Better save me camera, ain't I? Yeah, so this is the tide changing. High tide was at 8:44 and it's now 8:52, and the direction of the tide is now going out. Not a ship. I'll calm down in a bit. What you got to think is I've been fishing for 15 hours. 15 hours I've been fishing to try and get a fish. Well, I couldn't be in the pub, could I? Because the pubs aren't open. So what else I could have done? Could have done some work at them, I suppose, but you're only on this planet once, aren't you? And then you're gone, aren't you? So probably best that I did what I did today and not caught a fish. Never mind. There's always another day, isn't there? You are?
I say that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Sort something out. Smoothly.
Yeah, I'd probably pick the right tides and everything, the weather and wind, but yeah.
Something like this, flat out.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. Hopefully all this shit will be Well, we kept 2 metres apart easily, haven't we? And we haven't even scuffed it, have we?
Plenty apart.
Well, thanks for asking me.
This is your home.
You are?
This is your second home.
Well, feels like it at the minute. You don't get so many people walking past though, do you? It's not like the beach, is it?
No, the beach is going. But you've got us off today.
Yeah.
Rid of the weather.
There ain't hardly anywhere to park. Even the left-hand side of the car park that I took, it's not as wide as this.
No.
You can't even turn your car round.
It's full of sand and all.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's no room there, is there?
Can't do places down there. There's windfall. That does get busy because it's a path and that. Bit further down, North Shore Avenue. Don't get as busy.
I don't know where they are. Where is that in between?
You know, like those foot at the traffic lights.
Yeah.
Turn left, go to Trunchland.
Yeah.
Turn right. Follow it through Inglewood.
Right, so that's it. It's me done. That's the 25th of May, Bank Holiday Monday, at the River Humber, Yellow Cross. finito. Didn't catch diddly squat, but I did have 3 or 4 good bites that I got a little bit excited about because I don't catch nothing. So yeah, thanks for watching, and remember all the other stuff, spot on, and don't forget to share it. That's the main thing. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye bye. Diddly squat.